Hey, what's up, all wrestling fortune viewers? Oh, wait, let me turn the light on. Okay, anyways, I'm Owen Finch here, and I am the Wrestling Fortune Champion. I still can't find the belt. I haven't really been looking because I haven't had the fucking chance to. So I'm gonna get on with my WWE Superstars and TNA review 9-6-12. So the first match first I'll review WWE Superstars since it came on first. The first match is Antonio Cesaro versus Justin Gabriel. This match was pretty good, pretty decent match. We have Antonio Cesaro completely scouted him. Justin Gabriel goes for the springboard moonsault. Antonio Cesaro counters to the knees at the gut. He walks on the gut. Justin Gabriel comes back with the high cross body, kicks, and then he goes for the 450 splash, and he gets knees to the gut, and then no, he doesn't get knees to the gut. He misses, and then he gets that little uppercut, European uppercut move, where he flows you up, and then he hit Justin Gabriel with a neutralizer, and won the match. And that's about it. But I'm gonna say right now that if this was a United States Championship match at Night of Champions, I would not complain. They didn't have a bad match, and they could have a probably better match at Night of Champions. Next match. We have Layla versus Natalya. Pretty good match right here. Natalya can really wrestle. She really brought it. Layla, I think she can wrestle, but for some odd reason, she keeps dancing during the matches. And you don't dance during the matches. No. Layla wins off the kick, and that's really it. I think that's the new finisher, a kick. So that's kind of, yeah. Then we have Damien Sandow versus Alex Riley. The match was okay. Damien Sandow, though, wins off that little neck breaker move. Then we have R-Truth and Kofi Kingston versus Primo and Epico. The winners of this match are, this match was okay. It wasn't the best match ever. The winners of the match are Kofi Kingston and R-Truth, because Kofi Kingston hits the Trouble in Paradise on, I think it was Primo. I can never tell. And then they won the match, and that was pretty much it. This Superstars was a little weak this week, but it wasn't that bad. The match of the night was Antonio Cesaro versus Justin Gabriel. The worst was probably Damien Sandow versus Alex Riley. So wait, that's not it, actually. I'm not used to doing two shows at once. Now we have TNA. Now I'm going to be reviewing TNA. So it starts off with a little video clip about who's still in the Bound for Glory series, and shows everyone who's still in it, and they're saying that they really want this chance to become the world champion. Then we have Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe in a Bound for Glory series match. Very good opener. This match was awesome. Jeff Hardy doing the suicide, doing an awesome dive on the Samoa Joe. Jeff Hardy runs off the steps and does that little leg drop move. Samoa Joe big boots him. Samoa Joe almost gets a rear naked choke in. Jeff Hardy comes back with some he actually hits him with some swanton to the arm, and it hurts his arm. Then he hits him with the twist of fate. Then he hits him with the Intercontinental Vice, and he taps out. So that was kind of funny because Samoa Joe tapped out to the Intercontinental Vice, which is now CM Punk's move. And CM Punk was the one who made Jeff Hardy leave WWE. So that's kind of strange. I guess maybe that's going to be Jeff Hardy's new finisher or something. That would be nice to have him have some submissions, but they had an awesome match, and Jeff Hardy gets to go on this Sunday against all odds and compete against to see who will go to Bound for Glory and win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Then we have the footage that Aces and Eights have been causing as of late. Then we have Hulk Hogan and Austin Aries backstage. Austin Aries is sick and tired of being jumped by these guys. Hulk Hogan says that if you can get the team, he says that he will have like the TV cameraman that attacked him last week. If he doesn't talk, he can break his legs, but he has to try to make him talk first. So that was all really it right there. Then we have Samoa Joe interview. He's being interviewed after his loss against Jeff Hardy. Before he can say anything, Magnus comes out and says that when we broke up, as we were a great tag team, your ego got the best of me, which is why we're not a tag team anymore. Last week when I lost the World Championship, Bound for Glory series and got out, I lost my temper, and he pretty much says he's sorry. Then Samoa Joe is about to continue his interviews, and Magnus ambushes him again. So I guess they're gonna have maybe a match at Bound for Glory or something. I think that might be what happens. Then after this, it's Hulk Hogan and tag teams backstage because Hulk Hogan wants to see who's gonna fight the tag team champions. Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. And the people that are back there are Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez, Robbie E and Robbie T, Kid Cash and Gunner. And they're pretty much saying why they deserve it. Then AJ Styles walks in and says, I want the tag team title belts back. I want to do it all by myself. And then Hulk Hogan just, because he wants some payback, Hulk Hogan just eliminates AJ Styles right off the bat because he can't have one person holding the tag team championship gold. And then that was really it. So AJ Styles gets eliminated right off the bat. Then we have I have to find it. Let me see. Brooke Hogan and Tara backstage. She pretty much mentions that since Tara won the match against Miss Tessmacher when she called her out, that she will now, this Sunday at No Surrender, will be facing Miss Tessmacher for the Knockouts Championship. That's going to be an okay match. Gail Kim thinks that she should have the opportunity and she should have the talent. Then Brooke Hogan pretty much makes a match between Gail Kim and Tara, and then that was it. Then we have Gail Kim versus Tara. This match was okay, not the best match ever. The match ends with Tara doing the Widow's Peak to Gail Kim, which makes sense for Tara to win because she has to go in with momentum against Miss Tessmacher. Then we have gut check of Joey Ryan. They show pretty much everything that Joey Ryan's done in his gut check, and that was really it. Then we have Al Snow promo. He's pretty much saying that he calls out Joey Ryan somewhere because after all the damage he's been doing, Joey Ryan has like a megaphone and he says, "I'm right here." Then he comes down to the ring and he says that 85, and he's wearing I got 85% t-shirt. And he's saying that I have 85% of the people voted for me to be a superstar. I should already be a superstar. And also says he gets another chance. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I want another chance." And Al Snow says that you're gonna fight him. And then he gets mad. Al Snow punches him, and Joey Ryan says he's gonna sue him and goes back to the crowd. So I think they're gonna have a match maybe either at Bound for Glory or sometime on Impact. But the person that might win is probably Joey Ryan because I don't really see Al Snow winning. Then we have Joseph Park backstage. He's backstage. Bully Ray comes up. He's wondering if he has any information about Aces and Eights because he's going to put their differences aside because they have one common enemy. He says that he can't tell him that because he works for Hulk Hogan and Sting. He says that's fine. Just watch, and he pretty much tells him to watch his back. Then we have Austin Aries and TV Guy backstage. A guy brings him in. It looks like an AMT's guy, and he says we're gonna have some fun around here. And then he's like, "You're gonna talk tonight, and you're gonna tell me who's behind this." So yeah, that was pretty much it. Then we have Hulk Hogan and tag teams backstage part 2. Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez say that they should get a match because they're opportunistic. Robbie E and Robbie T said that they should get a match because They've been in the team for a while. Kid Cash and Gunner, I don't really remember what they said. But Hulk Hogan eliminates Kid Cash and Gunner. Then we have, so then it's down to 2. Then we have Bully Ray versus Rob Van Dam video package. It just shows why they want to win the match, and that's really it. Pretty much says that what's at stake. Then we have Bully Ray versus Rob Van Dam in a Bound for Glory series match. This match was okay. Nothing really anything special. The spot of the match was probably the ending. Rob Van Dam goes for the and there was a part where Earl Hebner yelled at Bully Ray. I should mention that. And then Rob Van Dam goes to go off the top rope into a tadpole splash. Bully Ray cuts him into a Bubba cutter, and wins the match and goes to Bound for Glory. And that's really it. Then we have Austin Aries and TV Guy backstage part 2. He pretty much says that his name is Mike. He's from New York, I think he said, and that he's a grip. Then and he asks him who's behind the aces and eights. Who's behind him? Hold on 1 second. Okay, so this is it. Okay. Then he's torturing him because he won't talk, and he's like, "Hey, we had a deal. We could do the old school." Then he gets a call, and then Hulk Hogan goes to punch him. He gets a call, I think, from whoever is behind the aces and eights, I think. And Hulk Hogan says that they propose a trade. Austin Aries will give back Mike if he faces the big guy who took out Austin Aries with the chair. And he has to come down to the ring alone and get him. And this is at No Surrender, but the thing happened tonight. Then we have James Storm comes out and picks his opponent. He says that it's been one hell of a fight, winning back the world title. He pretty much says everything. He says that he lost at Lockdown, and then he was wondering if he could do it anymore. Comes back, breaks Crimson's undefeated streak, and was on a roll throughout the whole Bound for Glory series, man. Then he asked all the people that are options, and he says that Samoa Joe is one of the toughest people that's ever stepped foot in the ring, and he can make you tap out, when you blink your eyes. Jeff Hardy says that he doesn't really need to say anything about him, and then he picks Bully Ray and he asks him to come down to the ring, and Bully's like, "You want me down in that ring? You want me down in that ring?" And then he goes up to the ring. And then he says, "You ruined my chance to become," because they had a match last year and Bully Ray ruined it, so he wants to try to ruin it for Bully Ray. And then he says, "Sorry about your damn luck," and then the James Storm music hits, and that's really it. So now we're gonna get so this Sunday it's gonna be James Storm versus Bully Ray, and in a Bound for Glory series match, and Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe. Can't wait for this Sunday. Then we have the last match. No, not the last thing. Mike backstage. He pretty much is probably concerned. It just shows him. It doesn't really say anything. Then we have Christopher Daniels and Kazarian backstage. They're probably concerned about who the opponents are going to be for the tag team championships. Rob Van Dam interview. He's being interviewed, and he's asking, how do you feel about being taken out of the Bound for Glory series and not being able to go to the Final Four? Magnus says that you don't really have what it takes anymore. It's time for the younger guys to do it now. And this reminded me of the Chris Jericho-Dolph Ziggler rivalry in a way. Then, and Magnus kind of reminds me of Wade Barrett, by the way, because he kind of talks like Wade Barrett. I should mention that. Then Rob Van Dam and Magnus brawl in the backstage area, and it gets broken up by Al Snow, some other people. Then it cuts back to the in-ring, and we get Christopher Daniels and Kazarian are coming out to defend their tag team championships. And Hulk Hogan's on the phone backstage with someone, and he picks Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez to go out there and challenge for the World Tag Team titles. The match is right now. It starts off by Chavo and Hernandez dominating. Then during this, Hernandez has him up for a suplex. Chavo has Kazarian up for the suplex. Chavo has Christopher Daniels for the Three Amigos, and he does them all. Then and we had some great tag team wrestling between Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. Well, after this happened, then Hernandez gets tagged back in and does a little bit of his shoulder blocks. And I thought it was gonna be over when Chavo Guerrero did a Hurricanrana and Hernandez, and he did like a swanton to Kazarian, but then Christopher Daniels stops the count. Then he goes to do a springboard moonsault on the outside to Chavo. But then Kazarian ends up getting in, and I thought they were gonna lose it right there. Then Hernandez comes up, and then Chavo flies over and takes out Christopher Daniels. Hernandez takes out what's his name? Kazarian. They go back in the ring. Someone puts a tag belt in the ring. Then Chavo, I think, is distracting the referee. Hits no, wait, no. He gets distracted by the other one. Christopher Daniels brings out another tag belt. Hits Hernandez off the ribs, and Christopher Daniels and Kazarian steal the win. Then Hulk Hogan comes out and announces that this Sunday at No Surrender, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian are going to defend the World Tag Team Championships against AJ Styles and Kurt Angle, and that's going to be another great match. No Surrender. Next match we have is well, that was really it. Then we have Austin Aries and Mike backstage coming to the ring to confront. Then we have Austin Aries and Mike in-ring segment. He's calling out the Aces and Eights because he's sick and tired of being, and he says railroaded, and he's like, yeah, I said railroaded. Then he's waiting. Then he's like, I guess you're not that important to them. He attacks Mike. Then Mike's about to talk. The big guy comes and he hits Mike off the head with, I don't remember what it was, but he hit him off the head with like a pipe or something. Austin Aries does a suicide dive to the big guy that broke his hand. They fight a little bit. Then the show cuts off the air. So this TNA Impact was pretty good so far. Out of Monday Night Raw, WWE Superstars, and TNA, I think TNA was the best. Now tonight I'm gonna review SmackDown. Maybe tomorrow I will review Saturday Morning Slam if I get up in time. Then I'm gonna review Saturday. I'm gonna do a predictions video on No Surrender. Then I'm gonna do Sunday. I might do something. I don't know. Maybe Sunday will be the video. Then Monday will be SpongeBob review on the Owen and Talking Internet account. And also it's gonna be the TNA No Surrender review. Tuesday is gonna be the Raw review. Wednesday, hopefully, yeah, Night of Champions review maybe will be coming along the ways. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'd like you guys to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Comment on this video, like this video. If you want to have any questions about this, any wrestling, I will answer your questions. That's pretty much it, guys. Peace.